Hello, Randy Rain here, and I have another robot from Radio Shack, but this time it's not a TOMY. I know, not a TOMY, cats and dogs living together, it's mass hysteria. This is
Randy's Robot Refurbished!
Well, it's not a TOMY, but it is from Radio Shack, and I know that because TOMY doesn't have their own version of this. And this one's made in Hong Kong, and during the time it would be Japan for TOMY. But it says custom manufactured in Hong Kong for Radio Shack, a division of Tandy Corporation. So who makes it? I have no idea. But it's called the Programmable Robot, but it's not programmable at all. What they mean by programmable is that you can take this off here, and there's these little red pieces inside here. And it came with 6 different ones, and you'd put the different ones in there, and then when you turn it on, it would do different things depending on what you put in there. Now that's not really programmable for the person. Whoever made those things is programmable and program the robot, but you're not doing it. But whatever. Let's see, it takes 2 C batteries. If I put 2 C batteries in here and close it up, the switch is up here, and you can see it does absolutely nothing. So it doesn't work at all. It's missing a bunch of the little red pieces to program it with. Well, I'm going to fix it and make some new ones. Let's get started. Okay, there's 5 screws back here. And there's 1 screw up front here as well, and it's a different size. Very not TOMY. And there's a tab up here. Very New Bright, actually. New Bright would be my guess of who actually made this thing. But it comes apart like that. And there's a broken wire here, but that looks like it goes to the light bulbs to flash. Alright, let's do some testing. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is put some power straight to this motor and see if it turns. Not getting anything on the motor, so this needs to come apart. Okay, I have a screw here. And that comes apart. Looks like maybe if I just pull this out. Have a look at this. This is your typical... Uh-oh. I would like everyone to notice that this is the 10-tooth gear that's on all these toys, and it's still together. This one is not broken. It's not split. It's a good gear. That's something to behold right there. Alright, let's see about taking these. Well, that one just came off. Time to go into this motor and see what's happening here. Alright, going to town with some WD-40 here and see what happens. But it sure is hard to turn up here. Well, it works. Just doesn't sound very pretty. Well, I guess that's what it's going to have to be. Alright, so let's have a look at this thing. The motor is going to turn this one right here, this gear. So if I turn that gear by hand, you can see what's happening. Not a lot, because there's broken gears falling out of this thing. So what happens is the motor is going to turn this one right here, which is going to turn this one, which is going to then turn this one, which is going to turn this one. And it's just reducing down. It's getting more torque and less speed. So that time it gets down to here, through here, to here, to here, to here. Time it gets to here, it's slowed down a lot. You have it, this shaft coming through, it's going to here. That's going to operate the switch to make the lights flash. Goes to the screw drive, then going to this little angle gear. And then that's what turns this piece there. And then here it's also going to here, but this is where gear is broken. So normally it would turn this one. The gear would either be connecting to this part for this tire, because the tires are not together, and then it shoots out on this side and connects here for this one. Looks like that gear there is broke as well. If I take this off, all this thing does is going to push this thing over like that. That's all that little red thing can do, is push that over. So if you look, it pushes that arm over, and it looks like it would disconnect this one, blocking this one so it doesn't turn. But the gear should probably stay on this one. So this one always turns, and so ever so often when it gets around, it'll push this rod, disengaging that and making the wheels stop. So I gotta get into this thing. Okay, it looks like I have some clips here. Well, that's why I don't like clips. Let me go find that. Okay, I got lucky, I found it. So then there's another one on this side. And that one broke. That's the other reason why I hate clips, is because they just break. Aha! Gotcha. Alright, this is the one I'm looking for right here. That gear's sliding off really easily. It's got a little spring here. I think that'll work. That's the broken one, that's the new one. Looks like that'll work. Okay, now I gotta get this one on there. I think that will work. Okay, let's see if I can get this back together. This has to go in there. This has to be around like that. This goes under there. That one needs to fit into place. I think that's it. I think I got it. Then I had a clip go here. Yeah. And then the other clip here that's broke. So no, I don't have it. I left this thing out. Maybe I can just slide this little guy right in. No, that's the way it is. Put some glue there. There we go. Alright, time to test this out. Kind of noisy. Let's see about getting this other tire on here. So let's put one of these little things on here, whatever they're going to be called. Let's see what happens. There we go. So both wheels are spinning. That red thing is turning. As it moves it over, one wheel stops, falls back. You can see it, the action right there. Alright, it's time to put it back together. These two things are for the light, so to make sure they make good contact, I want to give them a little sanding. There we go. Okay, I think it goes like this. This one goes here. And then this one is here. Let's give it a test. Yep, that's the right direction. Okay, goes like that. Now this light. I think this was the broken one. Let's give it a test. I'm not sure where this goes, so maybe here. I think so. And that piece goes like that. Okay, so now this goes here. Alright, for some reason I have more screws than I need, I think. I'm pretty sure that one went here, and the rest went on the back. I know these went here, and then I think one went here. I Then there's that, which was a totally different type of screw. How did that get mixed in? I don't think that one actually goes with it. So I found the instructions for this robot online, and I found the different little cog things that you put in here to control. And I brought it into Blender, and then I started making these. I then just put these on top, and I recreated each one of these. Then I scaled them up to the right size. I made a few different ones. I didn't make them all, because they all kind of do the same thing, really. You can see underneath they have the little hexagon shape hole. And then I brought them into my slicer here, and then I sliced them up, and then I 3D printed some out, and you can find the STL links in the descriptions to my Thingiverse account in case you want to print some of these out for yourself. Well, there it is. That was a pretty easy one, the Programmable Robot from Radio Shack. I don't know if I would really call it programmable by changing out these different cogs, but I guess it would be programmable if you made your own cogs like this, because you have two commands, go forward or turn left, and that would be determined by how big this section is. And you can make your own, I guess, but that's about as much programmable it is. But it's still a pretty neat little robot, and I've got 4 different little programs, I guess you could call them, or these little cogs to make it work. So I guess I'll show you these clips on the floor since his actions are too big for the table here. Well, there he is in action. So if you want to make your own little programs here, the link to my Thingiverse is down below. And you can make your own if you have one of these. It's a 12-tooth gear that you need. You can find those on eBay. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more like this, because I have a whole bunch more, and we'll keep doing it, so hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching.
Randy's Robot Refurbished!